Wow, we're back after so long. It's been a minute, guys. Let me grab my other headphones, right? I'm gonna grab my other headphones. Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name's Lexi, and oh my God, we're back here with the Nerds Table. I don't think I have an intro yet, so if I don't have an intro, I won't be saying cue the intro because I don't have an intro yet. So. I don't have an intro. So basically what we're gonna be doing today is like watching like 10 of the worst WWE Royal Rumble surprises by Cultaholic Wrestling. Make sure you guys check them out, please. They're pretty stellar guys. I know that like we can get to that at the end of the video. Let's just get into this for right now. I don't have that long on my memory card, so I won't be recording for too long. I gotta do that too, guys. It's if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
His entrance, including the returning Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler, who were both coming back from injury layoffs, and NXT's Alexander Rusev. Also making a surprise appearance was commentator John Bradshaw Layfield, who entered from the announce desk at number 24 and was bundled over by Roman Reigns while attempting to pass his jacket to Michael Cole. Yes, this was a total gag spot, and it would have been fine had we not seen similar years before. Also, Cole really soured the moment when, and I'm assuming this was due to a certain tyrant shouting in his earpiece, he announced that this was the first time the JBL character was entering a Rumble match. Number 9, Melina in 2022. 2022 was a very disappointing year for the Royal Rumble match, with the underwhelming men's version won by a rampaging Brock Lesnar.
Let me make a statement here. I know you guys are like, no! Let me make a statement here, guys. So basically, I haven't really been watching wrestling that much. I just watched the Royal Rumble. It just passed. I haven't really been watching a bunch of wrestling, so I'm trying to get back into it. I will get back into it so we can have more like current conversations. Also, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok for no reason because I don't really post that many videos. But if you follow me, I'll post videos. So make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. And yeah, do that and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Because why not?
Shut
anyway,
up!
I'm sorry. I'm just talking.
While the humdrum women's iteration was bagged by a returning Ronda Rousey. The women's rumble had started promisingly enough as Sasha Banks came out at number 1, signaling that the boss would in all likelihood be putting in a serious shift. And then came the first surprise of the night as none other than former women's champion Melina strolled out second. Coming out to a very warm reaction, she certainly looked the part with her elaborate ring gear and performed her trademark splits on the ring apron entrance.
Y'all remember back
so
in the
how
day
sad it was to see a clearly emotional
splits?
Melina dispatched with such ease by Banks, who chucked her over the top rope within a matter of seconds after dishing out a solitary knee strike. Melina later spoke about what a letdown the experience was and how it was a shame that this one-and-done outing led to nothing further. Number 8, the Hurricane in 2018. As with Melina, there was nothing necessarily wrong about giving a nostalgia spot to old favourite the Hurricane in the 2018 Men's Rumble match. The comedic superhero had previously made a memorable Rumble moment when, in 2002, he entered the ring occupied by Steve.
Let me know if it looks good, the video. Me, as that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about me. Let me know if I look good. I have to scream. I'm seeing, whatever.
Austin and Triple H and tried to hit a stereo chokeslam on the two-man power trip, only to be duly launched over the top. Coming in at number 21, the alter ego of backstage producer Shane Helms received a hearty pop and didn't look too dissimilar to how he did a decade or so prior, even if Corey Graves did dish out a needless fat joke, marked chokeslam, only to once again have his plan thwarted and to be dumped to the floor in next to no time at all. Seeing the Hurricane was nice and all, but this retread kind of proved that sequels are pretty much always inferior to the original. Not only that, but his brief return to the ring was quickly overshadowed by another masked man when Rey Mysterio came out at number 27. Number 7, Pat McAfee in 2024. Remember the JBL entry? Well, here we are a decade later and we're repeating the same damn joke. This time around, it was the turn of Michael Cole's new BFF, Pat McAfee, who was shockingly called into action in 2024. But this was yet another case of trying to bring levity to proceedings and wasting a spot that could have gone to somebody else. The basic gist was that Pat was egged on to get in the ring, but when faced with the prospect of having to go up against Bron Breakker and Omos,
oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
style. The joke might have landed better had Brock Lesnar been in there instead of Braun, who took his creative after Lesnar was removed from the match due to being implicated in Janelle Grant's lawsuit days prior. Annoyingly, Pat later tried to claim that his entry into the Rumble was an actual surprise to him too. Sure, mate, and may I please buy some of those magic beans you're selling? Number 6, Kevin Nash in 2014. Kevin Nash has had a lot of joy when it comes to the Royal Rumble. In 1994, Nash, as Diesel, had arguably his breakout performance when he entered at lucky number 7, eliminated 7 men, and lasted a not inconsiderable 17 minutes and 41 seconds before being ganged up on and bundled out by 5 people. 1996 saw him can 5 men before Shawn Michaels kicked him out, while
Sorry if I'm not talking a bunch, I'm just getting back to recording.
justifiably massive pop for his first appearance in close to 8 years. WWE went back to the well in 2014, drafting in Nash for an unannounced appearance that, in comparison to Big Sexy's previous Rumble outings, felt seriously flat. The pop was pretty big, yes, but not as big as the one he had got 3 years earlier. 2 days after winning the WWE United States Championship at the 2017 Clash of Champions pay-per-view, Dolph Ziggler held a title celebration on SmackDown. After reminding fans of his accomplishments during his decade-plus WWE career, the show-off claimed that the WWE Universe didn't deserve him, put the belt in the middle of the ring, and then walked off. Was that the last we ever heard of Dolph Ziggler? Of course not. Why, he made his return about 5 weeks later in the Royal Rumble match. Coming in as the coveted number 30 entrant, Ziggler managed to eliminate number 29 entrant Goldust before Finn Balor sent him packing after just 2 minutes. I still to this day do not know what the point of all of this was. Why Dolph had to vacate the US title? Why he returned at the Rumble like nothing had happened? Why he was scripted to be in a match for such a short time before being shunted right back into the mid-card pack? Seeing Dolph in the Rumble wasn't much of a surprise, and it certainly wasn't a very good one either. Number 4, Michael Cole, Booker T, and Jerry Lawler in 2012. In the 1997 Royal Rumble match, Jerry Lawler entered the 30-man Battle Royal from his position at the ringside announce desk.
Really?
He entered with plenty of confidence, only to be sent sailing over from 2 Bret Hart right hands in about 4 seconds.
Cool,
It was,
4
truth be
seconds.
told, a
That's probably
rather
as long as I
humorous
would
and
ask
novel
for a
bit that
Rumble.
got
Let's be
reaction
honest.
but didn't slow the Rumble down itself in any
Lesbian.
way. But WWE just can't help themselves, can they? And 15 years later, they told pretty much the same joke. 3 times. First, Lawler entered at number 12 and was dispatched by Cody Rhodes 43 seconds later. Then Booker T was called into action and lasted around 5 minutes before Cody and Dolph Ziggler teamed up to take him out. Finally, Michael Cole and his garish orange singlet entered the fray at number 20, only to be met by Karma. Cole hightailed it to the apron where Lawler and Booker did the rest.
You guys
Look,
remember
I
Karma
appreciate
was
that Star
running
Power was
WWE? You guys
running low
remember
at this point, but could WWE
I
not
do.
have come
I
up with
remember. I was
anything
like,
better
oh,
than wasting a
snap. And
tenth
I was
of the
like,
Rumble
what?
entrance on the commentary crew? Number 3, Santina Marella in 2020. It has been the better part of a decade since the first Women's Royal Rumble match, with the female version of the Big Battle Royal providing plenty of highlights during its relatively short lifespan. One of the highlights has been watching stars from the past come back for a cameo, including Hall of Famers like Trish Stratus, Lita, Molly Holly, Jacqueline, and Beth Phoenix. They all added value to proceedings and were welcome additions to the match. Santina Marella, on the other hand, was the antithesis of a welcome addition and added no value. When Santino's sister, Santina, showed up in the Women's Royal Rumble in 2020, it was a moment to forget. Entering at number 29, the business end of the Rumble, Santina eliminated, herself via the Cobra rather than get woman-handled by Phoenix and Natalya. Shane McMahon in 2022. When Shane McMahon returned to WWE in early 2016, 7 years after his shock departure, fans were thrilled to see him back. It's fair to say that 6 years later, many of those same fans were just about sick of the
Shane
sight
McMahon,
of him. Having not wrestled
How do you
since
guys feel
being
about Shane
beaten by
McMahon?
Braun
Yeah, let me
Strowman
know.
at WrestleMania 37, Super Shane sauntered into the men's 2022 Rumble at number 28 and managed to outstrike former UFC fighter Matt Riddle and 86
What?
Kevin Owens during his 5.5-minute
KO.
stay before being clotheslined over by eventual winner Brock Lesnar. A lot of people didn't take too kindly to McMahon waltzing in and looking so strong, given the fact that he only wrestled once in a blue moon.
Right,
According
so
to
how is that
reports,
strong?
that feeling extended to those in the locker room, as some were miffed at Shane trying to use his influence to get booked better than main roster regulars.
For sure.
Most of Shane's
I'd be mad
ideas
too.
were
I would
ultimately
for sure be
shot
mad
down,
too.
but his general behavior and attitude on that night forced his own father to get rid of him in response. Number 1, the Boogeyman in 2015.
What the Boogeyman?
If the
Why
2014
don't y'all like
Royal
the
Rumble
Boogeyman?
match was a disaster,
Boogeyman.
use something a lot stronger to describe the 2015 one. How about a total flipping disaster? The match will forever be remembered for the Philadelphia crowd, not to mention the legions watching it on TV, turning on the bout, their dissatisfaction being so intense that they even booed The Rock. As far as surprises to keep the Philly fans happy before they almost rioted, the inclusion of Bubba Ray Dudley making his first WWE appearance in a
Okay,
decade
yeah.
and beloved yoga dad Diamond Dallas Page were really nice touches. The same cannot be said for the Boogeyman, who entered at number 7, did his entrance, took a Bray Wyatt clothesline, and was thrown out in less than a minute. Right, so the
What?
Boogeyman was never a great wrestler.
So, never mind. We'll give my opinions on what I think about people later on. If you know, I haven't been here in a minute, but I'm coming back. We're going to be putting up videos weekly, multiple videos weekly, hopefully now. I went through some life changes and some crazy life changes on top of that. But we back, and we better than ever. And we're going to be doing it, like, a lot. And I need y'all to blow this channel up, because I got a lot of plans for the channel. A lot of interactable plans for the channel with y'all. So make sure y'all blow this channel up. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends, and tell your friends, and tell your friends, and tell your friends. Sorry. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys share this with everybody you know. Share it with wrestlers. Be like, yo, she into wrestling, bro. Anyways, without further ado, I'm Lexi, and you've just watched The Nerd's Table. Peace.